Hi everybody, my name is Tara Bright. I'm a Norwex independent consultant and I want to share with you today some of my absolute favorite Norwex products. Now, of course, I love everything, but there's a handful of items here. The handful keeps getting bigger because I just love this stuff, but there's some items here that don't otherwise get a whole lot of attention in the parties. And so I want to make sure I highlight those that are just must-haves, I feel like, in my house. So anyways, lots of things here. I'm just going to go through them kind of fast just so you can get a sneak peek at what they look like for real. First of all, one of my favorites is the Spira sponge. Now, this is one of the products that I have used the longest. When I first got my very first product of Norwex, which is like 7 or 8 years ago, it was the Spira sponge. I've only been working with Norwex for about 6 months as a consultant, but way back when I first got introduced to them, this is what I bought. I've actually only needed to buy new ones every maybe probably 3 or 4 boxes of them over the course of that time period. You get a 2-pack for like $10.99, so you cannot go wrong. I like to use these for my dishes, and then after they kind of just start getting a little thinned out and stuff like that, and I don't want to use them for the dishes anymore, I will go and put them in the garage for different things, dog kennels, patio furniture, the tires on the, the vehicles and that sort of thing. So I love the Spira sponges. Next up, we talked a little bit about this in the party, but the netted dishcloth, I just wanted to kind of give you a visual for how big these things are. I've actually heard about people just cutting them in fourths, because if you did that, you got it this size, and that's the perfect size for an actual dishcloth. Like if you were going to wash your dishes with this, which is what it's made for, this is the proper size anyways, but they make it bigger because you can actually use this as a strainer. So if you want to wash some raspberries, blueberries, your fruit like that, you can do that and then kind of like pinch the sides together and then you're straining something. Last fall, after the kids carved pumpkins, I put all our pumpkin seeds and I laid them on this, rinsed them out, scrubbed them a little bit, and then laid them out to dry. So this is very versatile. Guys, I love how versatile these products are. I love a good value. I love being able to use something for more than one purpose. That is such a great deal. So anyways, here's the netted dishcloth. You get 2 of these in a pack for like $17.99. Again, great deal. Okay, Enviro Scrub. These things are one of those things in the catalog that I had overlooked for a long time. I'm like, okay, that kind of reminds me of a pot holder. I don't need that. It's a scrubby on one side and it is an Enviro cloth on the other. And so it does have our back lock in it. So I had won these in one of my host parties. So as a consultant, I can actually host a party also. And so any kind of random orders I get from repeat customers, I can kind of have a party going on in the background and also get all of the host rewards every single month or multiple times in a month if I want to. So that is another awesome perk of becoming a Norwex consultant, is you get tons of unlimited free stuff. So this was one of those things that I'd gotten for free, and thankfully I did because I love these things. So what I use these the most for is just around the kitchen. I will wipe up the counters with them, get it wet, and then I'll fold it in half. So you know how when you make spaghetti or pancakes and you set the spoon on the counter and it gets all dried up and stuff, but you got to keep going with your day because you got kids or whatever. Well, basically that's what happens to me every day. So we have 4 kids and we homeschool, so we're home all the time. So keeping up with the kitchen is a tough job, but Norwex makes it easier. So basically, I just get this wet, fold it in half, scrub the countertop. Sometimes if it's a really stuck on stain, I will get it wet and I'll just lay it like this, wet on top of the stain or the spot, the dried up food. And I'll walk away for a couple minutes, finish doing the dishes, come back to it, and then scrub it up and it's gone. And if I need to come back through, fold it over, rinse off the rest of it, I do that. You can also dip this into the cleaning paste. So dip it into your cleaning paste, scrub your stovetop, whatever, it works great. You get a 3-pack of these for I think $20.99. Again, great deal. Okay, kitchen cloths and towels. Now, the kitchen cloths and towels are amazing. This is the cloth. Now, with the kitchen cloth like this one here versus the dish rag, now this you can submerge in water, okay, because it's going to rinse well and you can scrub your dishes. It really has a lot of scrubbing power for a netted cloth. you don't really necessarily want to submerge this in your water. You can, I mean, you can dip it in there and get it wet, but because it's so absorbent, you don't want to like have it be having gross, dirty dishwater just soaking up in here, because you're just going to have to wash it more frequently. So what I like to use this for is I have a hook right by my kitchen for it. I will, again, it's just another option to clear off the counters, wipe off everything if it's just kind of light, you know, crumbs and so forth. What I love about this kind, I like the texture. There's a few colors in textured, and then there's a bunch of colors in, you know, the regular towels as well. So if you could see the texture here, that literally will grab everything off your counter. So again, I kind of usually just, you know, fold it in half or fourths, wipe up the counter. And when I wipe in a figure 8. My 11-year-old just is like, figure 8, Norwex is great. So even the kids know how to use Norwex. So literally when you're doing that, it's just clinging to this, and then you can literally pick it up and there's all of your crumbs that you can rinse off in the sink. So love that. And then there's a couple colors in, well, there's lots of colors in the kitchen towels. The textured ones, there's a few colors. So these are the textured kitchen cloths, or kitchen towels, sorry. So these are to dry your dishes and stuff and everything. Now, it really sounds crazy, but let me tell you, once you dry dishes with Norwex, you are going to be like, okay, why wasn't my other towels doing that? Because it's kind of ridiculous to think that a towel isn't drying, right? Well, your cotton towels just aren't doing the job. I know mine weren't. I would sit there and dry dishes and you're putting the plate away that's still wet. Like we barely ever dried dishes because it was just such a hassle, right? Well, right now we can easily and quickly wash the dish with this, dry it with this, and it is put away. So our new rule for doing dishes is you wash, dry, put away in one quick step, and it is done. So these really dry very well. And again, I know it sounds obnoxious to sit there and think that, you know, not all towels are created equal, but let me tell you, the absorbency of this microfiber makes a huge difference. So when you are drying dishes, it's going to get done. The job's going to get done better, faster, and more efficiently. You're not going to be putting away wet dishes. We don't want to put away like wet dishes that stack, you know, like bowls and cups, of course. So when you're using Norwex, it's actually getting it dry. From there, I will actually continue on. These are the bath towels, and same kind of thing. Again, I never gave it much thought before, but we have like Lands' End. I can show you. Okay, here's our normal towels, okay, that we've used since we were married because they were a wedding gift, because they're like the big Lands' End monogrammed ones, okay? So nice quality towels, right? Look at how thick they are, you know, they've lasted forever. We've been married for like 16 years, I don't know. After 15, you lose count, even as a woman. So anyways, these are nice and thick, and right, you think they're a great towel, which, you know, they're good. I don't know. They're good, but they're cotton. And I don't know. I don't want to rip on them, but at the same time, like, I love my Norwex better. So here's the difference in size. But yet the Norwex works so much more efficiently because, again, it's absorbing the water. Now, for me, I love being warm. I hate the cold. We are in Wisconsin right now, and we actually moved to Arizona for about 6 years because I hated the cold so bad. Well, we came back this year just with COVID. We're staying at our house on my parents' farm. We have a house down the road from my parents. And basically, I was kind of nervous going into winter because when you get out of the shower at any time, even in Arizona, it was cold coming out of the shower. That is like the worst, right? Well, the first time I used a Norwex towel and I dried myself off, I'm like, I am not cold. And it was the weirdest feeling. And it's something that I can't explain. You just have to try it for yourself. But the Norwex towel is legit. It is big, so it's not just this small little towel. You are getting a nice full-size towel. My husband uses this size just fine. But again, it's doing its job that it's supposed to. And I know it's too bad that the Lands' End isn't doing its job, but it's not. I'm sorry, Lands' End. My sister works for them, so I'm sorry. But you know what? Norwex does it. Right along with that, you can get some face cloths or body cloths as well. I use these to wash my face every morning. I have one hanging right by my side of the sink. I just like being able to kind of wake up my face every morning. Okay, what's next here? Speaking of towels, there's lots of different Chanel hand towels. Now, these, again, are awesome. Everything's awesome. It's like the Lego movie. Everything is awesome. The kids love these, all right? So I have 4 kids. Only 3 of them cares because one's a teenager. But the 3 that have these, they literally at different times when they first got them have come up to me several times since. And like, Mom, look at how dry my hands are. Like, what kid says that or even cares how dry their hands are? But it was something that was so significant to them that they noticed that their hands were actually dry after washing them in the bathroom instead of just the normal towel. So that to me made a big deal because, you know, you can't really, you know, the placebo effect doesn't work on a kid because they don't understand that concept. So lots of colors and so forth, and lots of options for the kiddos. They love washing their hands. It makes it easy for them. Okay, kind of along the same lines as the Nubby Enviro wand. I just got this and I love it. I kind of thought, well, it doesn't have to be high up on my wish list because I have the dusting mitt. No, let me tell you, this needs to be on your list today. This, I will sit there and I will clean the lint trap for the dryer. I'll stick that down in there. Okay, so you can clean your... And the nice thing is it sticks right on there, okay? You can see that, and it sticks. So I don't have dust flying all over. So I really love that. Okay, while I got this thing out, the rubber brush, hello. So I've got like the old school dryer here. So look at this. Well, I can clean this, and it's all off. There's my garbage, so I drop it into there. And because I keep this hung right by my dryer, I can then just quickly, you know, go over my dryer and hang it up. And there we go. You can also use this to wipe off of this into the garbage as well as your mop pads. After you use your mop pads, you want to use this to scrape it into the garbage. It works great. If you get a mop, you have to get this. Have to. I'm telling you, you have to. Okay. Bathroom toilet brush. I know, right? I mean, kind of sounds gimmicky. It's just a toilet brush, right? Wrong. Okay, this is like a magic wand, I'm telling you. It just works so well. My kids fight over who gets to clean the toilet because they love using this thing. I mean, how genius is it that it has that little thing on the top here that will get under the rim of the toilet? I mean, seriously. Also, another genius move here is the way it hangs about maybe a half an inch or an inch above the bottom of this. So there's no more of the toilet brush just sitting in the yucky water. So I love this. It works. It works. I don't know. Works fantastic. Okay, finishing up here is some personal care. Okay, now Norwex doesn't just help you with cloths, but it also helps with your body as well. I mean, if we are safe in our kitchens and in our cleaning products, but still putting kind of gunk in our mouths and in our bodies, we're still exposing ourselves to chemicals. And a lot of the chemicals we're sitting there rubbing into our faces every day or into our hair and our shampoo and stuff. So Norwex actually has a full facial skincare line. They have body lotions, hand creams, shampoo, conditioner, a hair, what's it called? A hair oil. Definitely lots of different options there. There's an anti-aging lotion line as well. One of my favorite products is their toothpaste. Now, I've actually used natural toothpaste for a lot of years. We have several old ones sitting in the drawer here because the kids love this too. So I am so relieved to have one toothpaste again that we can all share, because literally there's probably 6 different kinds in there because I've got kids of all ages that literally like different flavors. Until now, they all like this. So this is a probiotic whitening toothpaste, and for the first time, a natural toothpaste that doesn't leave your mouth feeling like that chalky, I don't know, almost like baking powder peroxide-ish taste. None of that. Your teeth are so crisp and clean. It's like awesome. So I love the toothpaste. All right, a couple last things here. The footstone, guys, I'm guessing. So first of all, the footstone is a while supplies last kind of thing. So if you're going to order it, type in WSL in the search on the website, and this should come up. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll make sure that we get you one. But I'm guessing that the reason they're discontinuing this is because not enough people realize its awesomeness, because it is like a real pumice stone. There's no like film or any kind of that stuff on this thing. These things last forever. This is one of the things that I bought at my very first party that I had gone to as a guest 7 or 8 years ago. I don't have the original, but I know that that's only because I lost it, not because it stopped working. I'm guessing the kids broke it in half or something while they took a bath, and there it goes. But this thing is awesome, so I ordered myself a second one to have on standby. Works fantastic. Also, while you're in the shower, so this is actually the face mitt, okay? Soft side, which is the same, it's really soft suede. We have makeup remover cloths that are like maybe this big, and small little squares that replace your cotton balls. Well, those are made of the soft material here that's on the back of this. But what I love is I love keeping this thing in my shower and scrubbing. It feels so good. Now, I've got like a body brush here from whatever I've had for a couple of years. This thing puts that thing to shame. So in our like healthy lifestyle personally here, we try to do the whole lymphatic drainage type of thing because we've got some autoimmune issues. My son and I both have chronic Lyme's disease. So you really have to get the lymphatic system going. So for me, I'm like, give me the scrub, keep things moving. Also, I love doing this on the back of my legs in the shower. Like, there are no more bumps on the back of my legs, okay? And I'm hoping that by summer, you don't see those little pockets of cellulite. So, anyways, I love this thing. And again, multi-purpose. I have one of these for my teenager, so he uses it as well in between showering. And that is awesome. Okay, last thing, rescue gel. Rescue gel is just awesome. I have used actually essential oils for probably definitely over 25 years, almost 30 years. 25 years, because when I was 10, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and so that affects your joints. And so I was always having joint pain, achy, this and that, everywhere, whatever. I've had a car accident, I've had 2 neck surgeries, you name it. So I've always been like, had some sort of like pain and discomfort, right? Never wanted to like do the whole, just take Advil all the time. No, don't agree with that. So I had to have different solutions. So I've always used essential oils. So when I saw the rescue gel, honestly, I was like, well, I already use essential oils. I wonder how much it will compare. Well, let me tell you that it literally worked before I even got the top back on. One day I literally just rolled it on my neck because my neck was really stiff, because when I type a lot or whatever, I'm just kind of like, eh. And with 2 neck surgeries, there's 2 scars here, it's easy to start getting neck pain with a lot of computer work. So I literally put this on my neck, and before I tighten this, I could feel my shoulders just relax. It was amazing. So anyways, here, I'm just going to show you this. Of course, these are my favorite too, the counter cloths. I just want to show you the real size of these things. So remember, how those, how the paper towel rolls now come in like that half sheet size? These need to replace your paper towels, guys. I was never a huge paper towel fan. I used baby wipes. And in fact, I've got some like right here by the bathroom. I used to buy a box of the refills of these per month, every 2 months. This is full because I never use it anymore, because I always use my Enviro cloth, or in the kitchen, I use the counter cloth. So I have one on our counter, one on our kitchen table. The kids love them. They just know. So don't think that everybody in your family is going to, give you a hard time for changing. Just set it out and show them. They're going to think it's cool. It's fancy. Like, if you gave me this as a kid and said, hey, here's your paper towel, get it wet, I'd be like, whoa, we are like fancy stuff. So they're going to think it's fancy. I don't know. I set the bar low for my kids, so when they see something like that, they're all excited. Maybe you do something different and you're fancier than us, but let me tell you, the kids will love it. Okay, 2 more things that are my favorites, and I'm trying to be fast. I love our host program. So whether you're a host right now or thinking about it or want to get free stuff, guys, I have never seen a host program so generous. My average host gets $304 of free Norwex. In general, when I look at my party sales, they're earning back about 33% of their sales back in products. That's huge. That's a lot of free stuff. So if you're having a $600 party, you're going to get $200 at least. Actually, it's probably more than that because I just closed a party that was just over 600 and she got $240 worth. So it's a lot of free stuff that you're getting. Second thing, I love the opportunity. Guys, this is my favorite part of the business because it's just done so much for my family and so much for others. And I love seeing people clean their homes with Norwex. I am so passionate about helping people create a safe haven and a safe place for their families. We can't control what's out there in the world. Okay. When we go to the store and what the restaurants use to, clean and what the stores use to clean and even the schools or the hospital or wherever you're working, we can't necessarily always control what they're doing and how they're washing things, but we can control what's in our home. And when you get home at the end of the day, you want to be in a safe place. And when we spray chemicals and toxins all over the place and wipe down our countertops with Clorox and we're mopping our floors with bleach, we are not making our home safe. So I love what I do with Norwex because I'm able to help you be safer and healthier, but also I'm able to provide a side gig income for our family and save for trips. Today, our family sat down and literally mapped out a trip to Florida that would have been something that we just kind of kept on the dream board year after year had it not been for Norwex. And I'm only 6 months in. So I'm earning 35% commission, which is big. I have been part of companies where typically the average is 20 to 25%. Norwex is 35%. That is very generous because what that allows me to do is pass on discounts, rewards, hand out free stuff at the daily drawings that I'm doing, things like that, and share that generosity without affecting my bottom line, okay? And so I love that. So if you guys have questions about any of the products, about hosting a party, or about joining my team, please let me know because I love all of it, but I definitely love the opportunity to serve you, to help you, and also to help my family reach some dreams of ours and teach my kids how to grow a business from home and help people. So our motto here is help other people every day. And that's what we strive to do. And I hope that this was helpful. And if you have any questions, just let me know. But I hope you enjoyed hearing about some of my favorites. And I hope you will let me know which ones that you see might be your new favorites. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much for watching.